All right, good morning, everybody. I'm gonna do a video this morning. It's before 8 o'clock in the morning. Yesterday we had a pretty bad day. It's Friday. I am gonna do a video for my customers today. I didn't do it yesterday because we weren't prepared for the video. I was talking about being prepared. Um, and some other things about showing off your inventory where you can see prices. As you can see, we went through yesterday. Took us a couple hours to put up what we put up. We need a really strong weekend, and I'm talking like a weekend unlike any other one with no inventory to get us there. I'm pretty sure. I'm getting to the point now where these loads that we're looking at, even though they don't look good, I'm gonna have to just take a risk. What we have here is not going to do it, guys. We need new inventory. Customers during the week were saying, where's the new stuff? Even though we pulled in, another, I think it was like 6 or 8 pallets, including the damaged stuff. So now everything's got like paper on it with prices, with the 10% off sale included. And I'm really hoping that this is gonna do what we needed to do. So rugs are out. None sold yesterday. Hopefully in today's video, somebody that hasn't been in our store in a while comes in for a rug. I have this chaise. I have the TVs with the tags on them. I might even plug these things in today. There's one that doesn't have a remote, so that's gonna be fun. I mean, I can use the remote from the other TV to turn it on, but it's gonna be an objection that I have to overcome. Couple speakers. This needs to be put on Facebook today with the platform beds. So yeah, so yesterday processing went pretty well. I had 2 people on it most of the day, and then 2 other people kind of coming in and out and helping. It seems like everybody that is here now gets it, and there's not any any goofing around or anything like that, or any time being wasted. So that's at least keeping me at ease, because when you're not doing good as a store and you got your employees just sitting around and not really putting too much effort into anything, and no urgency, it really aggravates, at least it aggravates me, when I have to explain, hey, labor's kind of tough right now with payroll. Can you guys just stay busy and not take your micro breaks multiple times an hour? So that was kind of like a nice way for me to say it. But yeah, now I think that there's movement. This was all done yesterday. So what we decided was the dots, we're gonna go into boxes by color. So then when it's time to refill, we basically just grab the box and just put the dots on it. As you can see, the area is staying clear, and that's not just because there's no work to do. I actually have my new guy. He cares a lot about a clean workspace, and I just don't understand. He's only been here like a week or so, and he's already exceeding my expectations with what I'm used to. I mean, you guys seen my previous videos with the back area, and you see that, you know, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff back here, but it's not piled up like it used to be. So I mean, that looks about the same, but as you can see, there's work being done to it. So the only thing that we didn't get to yesterday was the Christmas and the Halloween, putting the 10% off on it. I'm not sure, you know, today I can get this done, but I'm not sure how much of it I want to do, because I mean, basically what it boils down to is, are people really buying Christmas right now? I think they're just buying the Halloween, and you know, this aisle has not changed with my Halloween. For a couple, only a couple things got sold, and since then nothing's really sold. So that I got to figure that out. I think, I don't know if we're too early, but I mean, it sure would be nice to get that capital back into the business now. We got to do something about this right here. This was undone and not put back, and I did catch customers in here a couple times. So I don't like this, because what they're doing is they're going back there and they're sifting through stuff, and you know, we got a locked door, not a locked door, but we got a door back here that's the server room. It's got my vintage stuff in it, and I just don't want people going back into there. So we're gonna have to figure something out with that to get that closed off. Maybe just put a door handle on it. I don't know. Um, the lock in the inside of it popped out, and I there's been a lot more important things than to put that back on there. So we'll see. So here's the bargain bins now, filled up. I think it could use some more items, so I'm gonna have this kind of filled up a little bit more. So we'll see how that goes, because I think I just want these guys processing stuff and getting it so as we need to refill, it's all available. So yeah, we're gonna kick off this morning with a video, and then hopefully there's people waiting, because we actually, the day that we did the dollar deals, we had two people waiting. And what's funny is I don't have lines out my door when I open every morning. The only two times that I can recall that was the case was Wednesday when we reopened, with two people out, and then when we had mystery mail. So mystery mail, we actually had a line like I've never seen before. Kind of reminded me of like a Black Friday line, um, and I had a line of people just like, I don't even know how they, you know, a lot of it was my customers. You know, something new I gave them. So that just shows you guys. So where's the miss at? Well, if you give them enough good inventory, they will come. I think for me, I thought that, you know, giving them cereal, giving them, you know, cheap items, giving them, you know, the clothes in the bins, how I do. I thought that was going to create urgency, but it's to the point now where they just take everything for granted, and you know, when they come into the store, um they expect new things every time they walk in, but then they also expect the ability to pay the price that they want to pay. So it's a double-edged sword of giving them what they want, because then what happens is I pay up for loads, and then when I bid on the load or buy the load, I have a certain expectation that I need to meet, and I can tell you right now, not a lot of times those expectations are met with capital and with you know, the things moving, and I'm just unsure if the inventory that I'm getting needs to just come from a different source and just totally new fresh stuff. But I mean, if I have club stuff which is clean, brand new with tags, cheap. I don't understand why this is not gaining traction, because every day I'm sure, Goodwill and Savers and everybody else hits their number. Excuse me, sorry. But for a store of our magnitude to not hit our number, and we actually save our customers more money than the other place does, in my opinion, because our clothes are cheaper, they're new, they're better brands, and I get it, they got a lot of trinkets and all that stuff like that, but I have trinkets and I have them cheaper, because I can guarantee you walk into a Goodwill, you're not going to get dour items, um, like the dour items you're going to get in here, and that's the frustrating part. So what gives? I can I can see the customer base that I have, but I still don't understand where the disconnect is on my store being a big store, big sign, so much traffic driving by. The Facebook ads, I think we're running 2 ads right now. Um, it's not enough, and it's just so confusing how I can't just get steady numbers, um, and steady items that need to leave the building, leaving the building. So that's my question to everybody. If you're if you're if you found this video, these videos, and you are somebody that has a store or even a warehouse, that you have consistent traction on your items, um, we need to talk, because there's something I'm missing, and there's something that somebody else could easily fill me in on, and help some things out with what's going on over here, because I really, after running the numbers yesterday, we ran the numbers, based on trajectory, based on what we're currently doing, and guys, it's not looking good. We're looking like we're gonna probably make it to the end of the month, but if things don't pick up around here, we're gonna start seeing shortfalls. We're gonna start seeing things not getting paid, and it's gonna start to cycle too early. Because remember, we wanna make it to the end of the year, so we're not battling against a lot of money that's gonna be owed for the lease, because supposedly, once we get word, then that's when our lease is going to terminate, and we haven't gotten word yet. So what we're doing is we're hanging on by a thread here, and I'm getting really exhausted. I mean, you can probably hear it in my voice. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. We threw like it was less than $2,000 yesterday for Thursday, and then the day before we did do a little bit more, but that was attributed to the dour deals. And when you're having to rely on dour items to get to your numbers, if that's not your business model, then you're in for a rude awakening, because that's not sustainable. The good thing is we do have 29 orders for eBay to ship out, so that's going to start the weekend off with a punch, with the payouts. And I need to sit in front of the computer today, because I gotta go through um, some of the things that we have, some of our bills that were due, not due, but like I gotta like look through some subscriptions, and really see what we can do without. I'm gonna see if there's anything in there that is something that we can pull back on, but I'm pretty sure it's just the regular basic stuff, because we don't overbuy things for the store. I mean, I basically wait till the last minute to order supplies. I'm not going on vacations, so there's not money being taken out of this business that's being misappropriated. Um, I can tell you that right now. If that was the case, you know, we would be hiring more people if there was extra money. But we had to pull back and get rid of all the stuff that all the people that were not attributing to my success. So um, that's kind of like where that came from. Where the like when the employees left and went back to school, I didn't replace them. So I gotta get things moving before we can pull more payroll in here. I don't even think that's even going to be the case. I think what we're going to have to do is really pick and choose our loads that we purchase and just make sure that we're not getting ourselves into something that's going to be a processing nightmare. Manifested loads are going to be crucial. Loads that are what they say they are, need to happen. Risky buys cannot be a part of the business until we get better, unless it's something that it's risky in a good way. So I'm going to be looking out for those loads. Um, if you see a load, shoot it over to me. um, don't be bidding me up because as you can see, we're struggling. But yeah, that's really where it's at, guys. I mean, there might be enough inventory here to get us through the weekend with good numbers, but until the doors open and the people walk in the store, I couldn't tell you either way, just because from what I'm looking at, I see probably maybe a dozen items that would be good, maybe close to 20 items, but it kind of stops there. So I mean, it would be nice if I can recoup that capital from those 20 items, because that would probably give me enough confidence to um, throw another load in the equation, because that would put us in not a safe zone, but in a spot where it's we're able to. So we'll see. I don't know. It's time tells, and in our case, we don't have a lot of time, so we need every day to count, and we need every item to be valued more than it is. I think that's what it is. I think that the value is not being understood. So I wish I had a better way of doing this, but this is it. I mean, what you see is what you get, and I'm really hoping that this is not going to be another bad video tomorrow if I do one, or Sunday, because I'm trying to get videos like every day by day, just so everybody can see like the changes in the store. You know, maybe something came up that needs to be talked about. A little insight on if you were thinking about doing something like this for your business um, model. Um, you know, check your location, check your rent. Make sure that you're you know figuring out your overhead. Um, your employees is probably the biggest thing I would say, besides location, is having people in that are for you and not against you. I mean, that's a huge thing. And from what I hear on people when I talk to people like customers and other business owners, what I'm hearing is that is a normal thing now. Um, that there's a lot of employees at a lot of companies that just show up. And I when I was younger and I was in different roles, I always made a point to put myself um, different than every one of my employees, and give something that no one else could, for job security, in my opinion. But I don't think that skill is really something that people are even care about anymore. Everybody's like, oh well, this company makes so much money, and I only get paid this little money, and I can tell you right now, guys, I pay my employees good. My employees get um, the earnings more than I do, and it just disgusts me when an employee would walk up to me and complain about pay and this and that, when the environment that I provide is better than a lot of environments. And it's really not hard work. You just got to show up and just want to be a part of the team. That's really what it boils down to it. So yeah, so we're gonna end the note on these gingerbread guys just chilling there. If you guys have any thing that you want to add or reach out, definitely give me a shout. If you want to like my video, that would be cool. If you want to subscribe and get notifications when I post these, so you can see like right away what's the dirt going on. I would appreciate that. But other than that, have a great day, have a great weekend, and I hope to see you soon.